welcome back. I've saved this spot for both of us. Well, that's the problem. There's not much to tell. Most reefbounds I know have grand ambitions. They want to collect knowledge, to enter the archives, create something meaningful, do something important with their lives. And I've never had that kind of need. I'm faulty. Well, I like wandering around Saras. It's very beautiful. I truly appreciate being hatched here. I suppose I'd like to see what's outside, but it's only a mild curiosity. I want to enjoy things, not to think about what I can get from them. On the surface, perhaps. Still, I find it hard to believe. Here, only the lowest creatures lead quiet lives, to be honest. No one demands ambition from a Finblade, although I've heard even some of them become possessed by it. You're expected to bring something to show off to the whole community. The more, the grander, the better. The fact that I'm here, not in the Ulcerate, means I've done all the growing I can. Sir Apps wouldn't have released me otherwise. I liked Sir Apps, you know. He used to tell me stories about when he sailed the seas. They were rather bloody and very fleshy in general, but I enjoyed listening to them. Well, yes. Not every day, but from time to time. He said it was because I listened without asking stupid questions. I wonder if he has anyone to tell his stories to now. Oh, what about them? Have you caught any? Then it looks like we're both out of luck, eh? May the current favor you. I'll settle for patience.
Oh, Toplander. Come right in. You're welcome. Not a thing. I'm glad someone like you makes use of me. It's been ages since anyone who's seen the surface crossed my threshold. Yes, you were right. It won't be so easy. That would be against the laws of Saras. So, if you ever want to actually leave this island, instead of remaining trapped in an endless loop, you must first face the island's guardian. Toplander, you have seized the Guardian's power. My gate now stands open before you.
Ready to get this over with? You wouldn't believe the bloody carnage a few Psiots can wreak if they're left unattended. Why, excuse you, I used to be the best musician among sailors and the best sailor among musicians. I've always had a knack for instruments. I even knew how to play the harp. I like to think it was because my mother went off with some bard. Not that she ever told me. All I ever heard about my father was that he was good for nothing, so he may as well have been a bard. Live as long as I have, and there's not much left to fear. I survived my ship going down. Twice. I'll survive whatever you end up unleashing. Or not. The future will happen the way it wants, no matter what you plan. Oh, he's a big, vicious bastard who hates having his time wasted. You can count on one hand the folk who don't annoy him on sight, so prepare for the worst. He fights to kill, and he fights dirty. Do what you must to stay alive. That's all I've got for you. Come on, don't keep us waiting.
Yes? I'm sh- When you...
Ah, it's you. A fine day, isn't it? It's in remarkable condition. I truly appreciate it. Here's your payment. Wonderful. Thank you. Yes, that's exactly what I was hoping for. Here, take this. We'll see if it holds anything of value. Well, whatever's inside. You've earned this. Please, take it. Toplander, there's one bottle I've never been able to open. I found it a long time ago. I have a feeling that whatever's inside, it might be something truly important. I've tried for years to break the seal, but nothing worked. It only reacts to the place where I first found it. Anywhere else, it's just a normal bottle. Would you try? If nothing happens, no harm done. But it's the only lead I have. Yes, somewhere around here. Please, take it with you. Put it back where I first picked it up. You'll recognize the spot when you see it. And thank you. Truly. I have a feeling this could mean something. Perhaps someone fresher, closer to the living world, might succeed where I could not. We'll see if it holds anything of value. Well, whatever's inside. You've earned this. Please, take it. Make yourself at home among my collection. Take care of yourself. Well, well, another castaway. Now that's something. I didn't see you coming ashore. I must have dozed off for a moment. Blazing sun today, isn't it? You look disoriented. I understand. It wasn't easy for me at first either. Sit if you like. The others should be back soon. They went to the cave nearby. Strange sounds coming from inside. I'm no navigator or geographer, but I'd say... Ah, yes, of course. We're on some godforsaken island in the middle of the sea. The arse end of the world. Our fate's sealed. We'll die here, forgotten. We've been stuck for quite a while, and not a single ship has passed this way. Sir Lionel, you may have heard of me once or twice. Perhaps in one of those tales where a brave knight slays a monstrous man-eating beast that terrorized the countryside. Yes, that was me. Though some folk insist it was nothing more than an oversized boar. No? Don't ring a bell? Well then, perhaps this will. I'm Lancelot's nephew. Still not impressed. Ah well. Our ship went down. I think some of us managed to get to a lifeboat. No, wait. There was a massive storm. We're the lucky ones the sea decided to spare and throw ashore. No, that's not quite right either. Ah, I don't remember. You'll have to forgive me. You're a castaway too, so you probably understand. Anyway, one thing's clear. Our ship sank. What about you? Doesn't surprise me. As you can see, I'm not exactly clear on the situation myself. But don't worry. It'll all make sense soon enough. Oh, maybe. The other castaways are quite a cheerful bunch, all things considered. We've got a lot in common. Everyone's lost their memories and barely made it out alive. Funny, isn't it? Anyway, they went into the cave. Damn. Now that I think about it, that was quite a while ago. I'm starting to wonder if I should be worried. Blast it. Hey, could I ask you for a favor? Would you go find them and bring them back to the beach? During whatever happened to us, I messed up my leg pretty bad. I can barely walk as it is. I wouldn't stand a chance on those slippery rocks. Screams. Yeah, I'm fairly sure they were screams. We thought it might be some wild beast or maybe some other survivors in trouble. The others decided to check it out, see if anyone needed help. So, what do you say? Feel like going for a walk? There's nothing left to do here. I even envy you that. Damn leg. That's the spirit I like to see. Keep that up. With that attitude, you might even steal the sun's blasted shine away. I'm joking, of course. That's impossible. The cave's not far. You'll have no trouble finding it. Thank you. Like a lamb that wanders straight into the wolves' feast. Come on, come on. Don't be afraid. Funny that someone as proper as you had to end up as our guest. Show me more! After all I've done for him, he couldn't even face me himself. What a coward! O'Neill! That blasted coward O'Neill! That weak wretch who wanted me to stay stranded on Avalon. Forever doing my father's bidding. I was calling to him, but he wouldn't listen. It's him who should be here, to face what he abandoned long ago. O'Neill. Even the name he chose sounds so common. If he had to abandon his rank, the least he could have done was keep his name. Not one given by his father and mother, but blessed by King Arthur himself at the moment of knighthood. How could anyone throw that away? No matter. None of it matters anymore. A coward to the end. He took the coward's path and sent another in his place. I suppose his fear kept him from reading the message I left for him in that bottle. A message? In a bottle?
trust our efforts will be appreciated.
Toplander! Oh, you look weird. Mummy let you out? Mummy never lets anyone out. Was it because of how weird you look? You do? The weirdest. It's Mummy. Mummy took me from the Oak. The place with all the eggs. There were lots of others like me and other mummies, but she didn't like it there. So she took me, and now we're here. Because she's my mummy. Why wouldn't she take me? Nah, once we got out of the egg place, she had better things to eat. Dead? Why? She was fine just a while ago. Yelled at me not to get underfoot, so I left. I never should have left. Oh, I see. You're right. It happens a lot in the egg place. I had a brother there, and he died too. But what will happen to me now? Maybe you're right. There was always someone taking care of me. First it was Mr. Apps and the carers, and then Mummy. Maybe my new Mummy will be nice to me. No one has ever been nice to me. Yes, you're right. I'll wait here for her. And if she never comes, I'll find her myself. If the sea took her, maybe the sea will give me someone else.
Welcome. Good to see you still in one piece. Really? You did? Was there a letter inside, or perhaps an object? Sir Lionel, it sounds familiar. Did this Sir Lionel tell you anything of importance? That sounds like madness. Let me see those letters. Something's coming back to me. Yes, Lionel. That was me. Or rather, the part of me I tried to escape. Not because I was ashamed of some unforgivable sin, no. I wanted to run because I believed I'd done the right thing, and knew no one would ever understand. To most, patricide is the greatest of crimes. To me, it was the only path to freedom. I remember discord. My father was ashamed that his son had joined the movement, seeking to return to the homelands. He was ashamed of me. And I remember the fight, how bloody it was. He couldn't see what the war had done to me, how it strengthened my hands but hollowed out my conscience. It happened so fast. It's all very tangled, but I understand what happened. The part of me that held the strength and the sin to kill my father stayed behind on the surface, or perhaps in that place you spoke of. Either way, it drifted far from me. So I remained here, too afraid of what I'd done to remember it, yet blessed with life by the song of the drowning lyre that gave us new breath. And now, what am I supposed to do? You say that as if it were simple. Well, we'll see if the man I am now has the strength to face his own story. Either way, it seems I owe you a great debt. You've helped me collect those bottles too. Here, take this. I hope it's enough to repay at least part of what you've done. Thank you, Toplander. Make yourself at home among my collection. By the way, if you ever come across bottles with letters inside, bring them to me, will you? Those are the true gems of my collection. Letters sealed in glass, remnants of lives long forgotten.
the Toplander has found this one. This one is listening. The meddling Toplander should not expect to gain knowledge not meant for the Toplander's ears. This one will give the Toplander an object of material value in return for the seaweed. It was the friend who promised to share knowledge. This one made no such vow. This one has never hidden that knowledge's worth is immeasurable. This one knows that the turtle is a precious friend, the sole sacrifice that might one day grant this one passage into the archive. And only this one knows where the last turtle remains. Well, this one and the Toplander, of course. But the Toplander has a mission, and the laws of Tumbo do not apply to him. Thus, that knowledge will be of no use to the Toplander. The Toplander promised to help this one. Is this how Toplanders help? By doing what was never asked? If this one had known, this one would never have asked. The Toplander possesses nowhere near the knowledge my turtle did. But if the Toplander shares knowledge that no other being holds, this one will forgive the impropriety. Trust is irrelevant when the pursuit of knowledge is at stake. Know this. Should you desire anything more, without sharing your knowledge, this one will offer no answers. Now leave this one to himself, Toplander. It is time for this one to organize the knowledge already gathered. This one is always willing to help in exchange for knowledge.
Toplander, step closer. Ah, so big, so ugly, so beautiful.
I should mount it! Yes, where everyone can see! No more
Balls is stupid, balls is weak. They will look.
and they will tremble. Here's your reward, Toplander. This is yours, but the glory... the glory is ours. And I have more, you know. Things
Of the sea. I could share them for something of the land. What do you say? The scions have no children. A child is weak. And what is weak is eaten. I know, I've seen it. And Finbleds are the weakest. We are food to them, not brood. How should I know? Us and the scions are of the same father. But we are not like them. I don't know what goes through their heads. If anything does. It is a curiosity, yes. But Saras is full of curiosities. Not all of them are worth my notice. There are many Finbleds in the sea, and there will be many more. Me? Why me? I have a business to run. Knowledge to gather. What use do I have for a child? Oh, you're right. You're right. It won't take much, won't it? Feed him, teach him some knowledge. My child won't be stupid. Never threaten to eat him easy. Better than a scion. We'll show them. A Finbled doing what a scion never could. What I have. Don't let the current snatch you!
What is it, Toplander? It's a peaceful village, though not without its share of problems. They all share one ambition, but it often gives rise to competitiveness instead of cooperation. It saddens me to see. I had thought a common goal would be unifying, but instead it became currency. I hadn't noticed that, but you're right. I belong to the Archive, and the Archive are what they crave. It is not a desire I share. I know my place in the world. This is all the knowledge I need. In the depths, everything and everyone belongs to the sea. All we have is shared by others, down to our bodies after we die. What you describe sounds like the way of the surface. It should not be happening here, and yet it does. That is curious indeed. Sir Urkol likes order and being left to his own devices. He is deeply dedicated to his duties, and not only Saras, but all of Avalon should be grateful for it. What lies within the Archive is both powerful and delicate. I believe Sir Urkol is the only one who can keep it safe. I do. I would not be here otherwise. He is the Lord's chosen. That alone proves he is worth following. Sir Urkol is unwavering in his service to him. Not once in hundreds of years has he strayed from his post. It is something I both respect and understand. That is not something I can put into words. You need to experience it yourself. If you're allowed entry, of course. Sir Urkol once told me they were our Lord's answer to his desire to make peace with his new reality. He wandered Sadas aimlessly, distraught, afraid he was losing himself and all he knew. The Lord of the Depths inspired him to create a place to store his memories. And that place grew until it became what it is now. I believe it has always been my purpose, from the day I was hatched. My peers in the Ulcerate called me a stickler. I like order, and I do not bore easily. The moment I heard of the Archive, I was drawn to it, but not for what it could give me, but for what I could give to it. Most of the villagers speak very highly of you, that is true. It is clear you have taken my words to heart. Yet, one of them has come to me accusing you of a crime against knowledge. That I cannot tell you. I am sworn to secrecy. I do not know your character well, Toplander. You might be prone to anger, thirsty for revenge. I would rather avoid senseless bloodshed. It is not an accusation to take. If proven, it warrants exile from our community. You are accused of being deliberately misleading when sharing your knowledge. No, not unless you prove your innocence. I am sorry, Toplander, but such is the law of this land. There is only one way to clear your name beyond any doubt. You need to stand before the Barnacles speaking of lies. They will judge whether the accusation has merit, and their word cannot be contested. But beware, Toplander. Those whom the Barnacles judge liars meet a tragic end. You should know by now that knowledge and truth carry special weight here. The Barnacles are the only beings who can tell whether those principles were broken. They are both feared and valued. Show them respect, whatever their form. Then you will return safely, and I will allow you entry to the Archive. Good. I will await your return, Toplander. That is, if you make it back.
As different as they are, there's a great deal of humanity in them, although some of it ugly. Pettiness, selfishness, arrogance. And yet it's more peaceful than anything I've seen on Avalon or in the homelands. They're bound by a single purpose, one that unites them as much as it divides them. A community built around one goal. I find that admirable. There are times when lies are necessary, but you're right. They make a foundation that crumbles too easily. I wonder what would happen if the people here learned the truth. I'm afraid it would break them in ways that couldn't be mended. Your faith in people is admirable, my friend, if a tad naive. And yet I wish what you're saying could be true. I'm tired of looking at ruins. We have to hope something better can be built on them.
It's you! My favorite toplander! What? I never thought he'd be stupid enough to actually go after someone like you! Deep Dweller's word. And may the Lord of the Depths swallow me whole if I'm lying. I mean, I knew what Krolfin was up to. We worked together, but you already know that. As long as we were processing those who'd fallen to their strongest kin, it was all perfectly fine. But then Apps started whining there wasn't enough food for the younglings. And Krolfin came up with that brilliant plan to lure in our more gullible folk. I never supported it. It goes against those fundamental dietary values I told you about. How kind of you. I'm not used to this sort of teasing. But I'm glad you don't hold it against me. That's how friends behave on the surface, isn't it? Honest and forgiving. Yes, yes. So let me repay your kindness. Here, take this. My most precious treasure. And again, I'm terribly sorry, Toplander. Of course you do. You can buy them all from me. Unless you're after something really special. I'm the only one who knows how to make proper stew from Viridian whale caps. I could teach you. You're hardly going to be my competition. Something tells me you won't be sticking around here forever. Those little scoundrels are great at hiding. They don't let you eat them that easily. But they are a true delicacy. Bring me the tentacles of an entire swarm of Viridian whale caps, and I'll teach you how to make a stew to die for. Our local parasites. Legend says they're the souls of drowned sailors. Their bodies turn into drowners, of course. I can believe it. If a sailor were foolish enough to board a ship without knowing how to swim, who needed him anyway? Serves him right to have been separated from his body. You have to pay for stupidity. They're everywhere. And they're nastier than anything else down here. Not to mention completely inedible. Well, Unless they're Viridian. Those ones are different. They taste like nothing else you can find here. The color. That's it, really. But that one difference makes them far tastier than their common counterparts. They're also a bit smarter than their pale cousins, which makes them very hard to find. They know how to hide. That's why they're so rare. And why their organs are so valuable in our cuisine. And that's where you're wrong. The tentacles are the best part. They give the dish its a unique character. They also have another quality. Very popular among my clients. But that's a secret I'll keep until you bring them to me and discover it for yourself. I guarantee you've never tasted anything like it. I know a place they used to haunt. Who knows? Maybe they're still out there. I've marked it on your map. Be careful. You might find a whole horde of them lurking around, and trust me, they won't be in the mood for a chat. You'll see. Viridian whale-cap stew is worth the trouble. If you get hungry, you'll know where to find me.
The Toplander approaches.
2 of them, even.
A big one, hidden inside a smaller one. How odd. How unusual.
Have you come for judgment, Toplanders?
Give us all your lies. And all your truths.
We can tell which is which, though you may not like what we say.
We are the barnacles, speaking of lies. We know all the lies, the small ones.
I didn't have time. Of course I remember. No, I don't mind.
And the big ones. You're the only one that matters. Everything will be alright. It wasn't my fault.
Your steps are heavy, weighted, weary, old.
And you are full of lies.
Lies told to others, and many, oh so many, told to yourself. Too many lies for one small Toplander.
We have a piece of advice for you, big Toplander.
You can say them until your voice is hoarse, and the words taste like ashes of what they once were. Yet, they will never become truth.
Oh, the Toplanders wish to know our credentials.
How amusing. Very well.
We come from the primordial depths.
We emerged from a darkness so absolute it became luminous.
We drank our knowledge from the bones of the world.
We sucked them dry of all their gentlest matter until they rang hollow.
They still do. Not that you can tell.
And now we're here, ready for your judgment.
Satisfied? Oh, that is very easy.
Be born with the world.
Slip your tendrils into its every crevice.
Grow 1,000 eyes to peek into its most jealously guarded secrets.
Soak up every word ever spoken.
Thought.
Felt.
And you'll learn how to tell the truth from a lie in no time.
Oh, we know. We know.
Brought by none other than the shell named Hiss.
Ah, the shell named Envy.
The shell named Greed.
But an accusation is an accusation, and it must be considered.
You told Hiss you were a traveler and an adventurer. Yet even he could tell that that is not all you are. So can we.
That is truth, yet a muddled one. Quietly rotting along the edges.
It smells of an untruth.
With time, it withers into a lie.
All of Shell named Hiss is contained in the name he gave you. He believes in equal exchange.
Yet you gave him only half of what you are.
You are entangled, whether you like it or not.
Where one ends, the other begins.
You are his eyes, and he flows in your veins.
There would be no you here without him. And there is no Arthur without you now. Accept it or not, this is the truth.
But this conundrum is not for us to resolve. It is outside our jurisdiction. There will be no judgment from us, Toplanders.
Go in peace.
Or try to at least.
His shadow looms large over you.
He covers you with a cloak of lies and a shroud of sins that aren't yours to carry.
We are sorry to say, Toplander, it will only grow larger.
Why do you think his soul is in pieces?
It shattered under the weight of it all, even before he died.
The truths he tried to bury hide in every crevice of Avalon, and even reach to the very bottom of the sea.
And you need to learn to live with that, for a time.
Or you can deny all you want and follow the same path he did. But this conundrum is not for us to resolve. It is, there will be
Go.
or
out before you raise your weapon. You'll be glad you listened. Trust us. We are the souls of those who gave their lives to the sea. Not always by choice. Our current form is only a transition. Our color is both a sign and proof that we have been cleansed of our mortal sins. We are waiting for the one who will free this place and release our souls, so that we may rise above the burdens of this world. We wish to live in peace until that day comes. We do not wish to attack or be attacked. Not to. Of course. Once again, she sends the innocent to sate her endless appetite. She knows exactly what we are. And you are not the first she has sent to slaughter us. But know this. If you kill us, your soul will be forever tainted. Tainted by a sin you can never wash away. We do not wish for the death of innocent beings. But Nautilum is not one of them. If word ever reaches us of her disappearance, and with it the end of the threat that she might send another innocent to hunt us down, then we will tell you where our remains lie, and where the treasures we gathered in life still rest. Thus shall we find peace of mind once more, and the assurance that we will live to see the day of our release.
Everyone's jealous that I get to have you here. Oh, you think just because they talk, they're sentient? That's their old defense mechanism. I'm honestly surprised by your naivety. But fine. I admit, I didn't tell you everything. For example, Viridian whalecap stew is hallucinogenic. That's why it's so valuable and sought after. So, does it all make sense now? How a thing that causes hallucinations can talk and try to make you believe it's sentient smart and beg for your mercy? You must be joking. No, I'm supposed to die because you let a bunch of whalecaps mess with your head? Never! I won't go quietly.